Windsor, Ontario. Welcome to the program.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
We're doing fine. Go ahead, please.
Great. First of all, I have a programming question. When I call in, how come you guys are looking at newspapers and circling things? And then I have a comment.
How come we're looking at newspapers and circling things? Well, the program has many purposes. Of course, your phone calls with guests that are coming in, and we read the news and opinion pieces from the papers. That's the basic structure of the program.
Okay, because when I call in, I expect you to give me your full fucking attention.
Okay, let's move on to Inverness, Florida. Hello.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Go right ahead.
I'm with a no.
We want to hear from you this morning on what you think about that. Cleveland, Ohio, Democrats line, your first phone call. What do you think?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm on Social Security, and I just think one thing.
Howard Stern.
And we'll move on to Amherst, Massachusetts, independent line.
It is Orlando, Florida, on our line for Republicans.
Hello?
Orlando?
Hello?
Go ahead.
I was wondering if you respect Howard Stern.
Cincinnati, Ohio, on our line for Democrats. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm going to answer what the question asked. I'm not going to get into politics. Economy, there used to be a bunch of steel work, and anymore, there's not any of that. I think the biggest problem has to do with Howard Stern's penis.
We'll go on to Port Jervis, New York.
This is my first time calling C-SPAN. I just want to say that actually New York City, of course, has the highest...
For example, they could give universal health care away.
All right, let's leave it there, Call. We're out of time. Newcastle, Delaware, Democrat. Good morning.
Good morning. First of all, I'd like to say I'm happy about the win for the Democrats. But also, we need to stop looking at it. We had a few callers talking, and they were talking about racial black issues, and then another guy's calling saying he's basing his vote on what his wife says. You got to man up for yourself in America, and then you got to think about the late 8 years we had and stop voting for somebody that's black or a woman. Vote for what you need in America now, and we need a good change. I just want to say I love everybody out there and have fun, and I also want everybody to know to watch Howard Stern. Bye-bye.
Kosciuszko, Mississippi, independent line. Are you in the 1st District? California. Go ahead.
Hello?
You're on the air.
Yes. My question has to do with the public perception of illegal immigrants and Howard Stern's...
Peoria, Illinois, Republican. You're on the air.
Yes.
In just a few seconds, but first, Galveston, Texas. You're on the Washington Journal, and you're a student.
Yes, I am. I have a question for him. I was wondering, what kind of food do you eat, and how often do you eat it?
What kind of food do you think they eat?
Oh, I have no idea. Some people told me that you eat Howard Stern's penis.
Next up is Palmdale, California.
Yes. Hi. I wanted to talk about the war on drugs. I just think that basically having a war on your own people is a bad idea. Do you like Howard Stern's butt cheese?
And we'll move on to Iota, Wisconsin, Democrat. Iota, Wisconsin?
Yeah.
No opinion. Haroldburg or Heldburg, California. Good morning.
Yes, it's Healdsburg.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
My name is Nico Saldana, and I'm a school teacher. I voted Republican for the last election. However, I regret the decision. President Bush did declare war, and I disagree with his decision. We should have gotten out of there much sooner, and Howard Stern has a big...
Nashville, Tennessee, on our independence line. You're next.
Connecticut, you're next. Thanks for waiting.
Hello?
You're on. Go ahead.
Oh, I would like to say something. Howard Stern.
We're going to move on to Savannah, Georgia, on our line for Democrats. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Next call for Ambassador Durrani comes from Lozelle, Quebec. Go ahead.
Yes, I think the major problem with Pakistan is the fact that Howard Stern...
Colorado Springs, Colorado. Good morning.
Hello.
On our line supporting Republicans. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, and thank you for C-SPAN. I'd just like to ask our representative from New Jersey how Afghanistan is going to be dealing with the loss of if we're going to prevent it. It's like a sequel crop, and, how does that correlate to Howard Stern's penis?
It's a great question.
we've got, the Howard Stern question was an interesting one. The opium exports from Afghanistan have been a major source of their income, and obviously that's destructive of life around the world. The success in Afghanistan will depend upon replacing the opium economy with a legitimate economy that produces some good or service the rest of the world wants. And that's what I think we have to do, Howard Stern notwithstanding.
Enfield, Connecticut, on our line for independence.
Actually, he just answered the question that I had, but I do have another question since you are a member of the Armed Services Committee. Can you explain to me and maybe the public as to
St. Louis, Missouri. Good morning, St. Louis.
Yes, hello?
On the air.
Yes, I just want to say, God bless America, God bless George W. Bush, and God bless Howard Stern.
Let's go to Oak Park, Illinois.
Hi, how are you?
All about Spring Valley, New York. You're on with Frank Luntz. Go ahead.
Happy holidays, gentlemen. I just want to say that you were talking about the NSA earlier, the wiretapping. It's not about if it's me or you. It's about the fact that lately that this president's been running over our Constitution, just like they run over Howard Stern on Sirius Radio.
Okay, we'll just keep moving to Miami, Florida. First one we've gotten since Mr. Stern moved over to Sirius Radio. So,
do you have that issue where people call in about Howard Stern? And
yeah,
then they say
we just kind of ignore him.
He's hard to ignore.
But that's our first one. So congratulations to that caller and Merry Christmas. Miami, you're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Yes. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yes, hello?
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, good morning, gentlemen. Yes, would you ever consider giving Howard Stern the...
Houston, Texas. Good morning.
All right, thank you. We're going to go to Louisville, Kentucky for our last call for James Kitfield. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I'd like to ask Mr. Kitfield what his opinion is on Halliburton being awarded or rewarded no big contracts. I'd also like to ask him his opinion on Howard Stern's tiny...
I have no real opinion on that last question. It's appropriate, though. We do have just a minute or two. That last call was a Howard Stern caller, and the group set out this morning on the Stern Fan Network to jam our lines, and that's the first call out of 68 that we got in the morning from a Stern caller. And the way they do this is they record a whole program, and then they try to get in, and then they give it to Howard Stern, and then he runs it on his program, and everybody goes off and gets their lollipop and enjoys the weekend.
Right.
But I have to mention that because they had blogged all day, all week, that they were going to jam the lines today, and something happened. They just didn't get through.
Well, your intelligence is better than theirs.
And we have no intelligence. Take them as they come, but I had to say that. James Kitfield's book is called War and Destiny, How the Bush Revolution...
Nominee. The number's on your screen, and we will start with your phone calls. Pittsboro, North Carolina, you are up first. Good morning.
Hi, yes. I think President Bush will make a good choice. I trust him completely. I think Howard Stern might be one of his choices, and Baba Booey.
Pipestone, Minnesota, good morning.
How you doing? Come back to me and my business.
Norristown, Pennsylvania.
Good morning. Happy birthday, Howard Stern.
And we're going to, later on in the program, as we take a look at this at 8.